Hello my lovelies, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks for being here, and I just wanted to do a little bit of a comeback, if you like. I've had a little break for a while, as you all are too, navigating through things that are happening in the world right now, happening in our lives, happening outside of us, happening inside of us. So yeah, it's been a testing time, as it has been for everybody, and sometimes we need to take a little bit of a back step and a break to get ourselves centered and back together a little bit. So I wanted to just say hi and hope you're all doing okay, and that I'm going to be a bit more consistent with things that I'm sharing now, and to be honest, and just explain a little bit really why I have taken a bit of a break and a back step, and it was because I sort of felt a little bit lost for a while. I wasn't sure what I was supposed to be sharing, what I was supposed to be doing, how I could best serve people. I had this when lockdown first happened, we I sort of went full throttle into helping within my community in whatever way I could. And then as things started dying down, set up with a wonderful group of ladies in creating a wellbeing forum, which was absolutely fantastic, all the while still navigating through things that were coming up for me. And the thing that I've learned over the past few years, and I did actually, the reason I started my channel was to help and support people with EFT and coaching methods and tools and strategies that I've learned for myself and now qualified in, to coach and help people, and have a place that they could come and feel that they could just grab something if they needed to, quickly, and whilst also having knowledge and awareness of an ascension that is happening on the planet, becoming, when you start doing energy work and things like this, and certainly for me following a more of a spiritual path, have become really aware of shifts in consciousness. This whole time and experience that we're going through now is an ascension process, a shift in consciousness, and I started writing about that and sharing about that back along, and but then it's sort of, things have sped up, and increasingly, the sort of groups and the communities that I was part of as the sort of love and light spiritual community and coaching and self-mastery type of things, type of groups, it started to become aware of some darker things that were happening in the world, and things started to come to our attention, and the feel and the tone of these groups just started to shift a little bit into, hang on a minute, this is happening and that's happening. And of course we had no idea that those that are aware of an ascension and a shift in collective consciousness, as well as a shift within ourselves, none of us could have predicted. Some people knew that there's going to be this big event that happened, and this massive shift. No one really knew what that looked like or what that was going to be, and then lo and behold, all of a sudden we're shunted into this chaos and madness that has really, when you sit back and think about it, has been growing in momentum for years and years, because the things that seem to be happening in the world are so crazy and chaotic. So and then all of a sudden we've got this awareness of a virus or something that's a huge threat. We are plunged into chaos and fear and all of those things that aren't the greatest for our mental health and well-being and our spiritual growth, you would think. However, it's absolutely perfect in all of its imperfection, as are we. And I very quickly became aware of, okay, so this is what it is. Because when you do self-work, you start to learn and realise that any physical symptoms, stress, strains, anything that you feel in your body is as a result of something traumatizing, something that's usually happened in childhood. If, like me, you believe in past lives, or having been here before somehow, or which I'm sure if you've been guided to me to see this, you've got some awareness or feeling about that yourself. So so things manifest physically in our body and in our outer experience, and we can't heal it until we are aware of it and feel it. So if you can imagine that, at the moment, the whole of humanity as a collective consciousness have come to this place where we're sick of the world as it is. We're sick of it being chaos and confusion and disharmony, and we're aware of some very dark things and sinister things that are happening in the world, but you don't feel like there's anything that we can do about it, and we judge each other, and we get cross with each other, and we fear things, and we don't want to look at it, and we just get on with our everyday life because it just seems like it's the only thing that we can do. And right now it's literally like collectively, it's almost, we've created this circumstance where everything that's been buried within us, that has been not looked at in the world, or we've been too frightened to go there, or we felt too controlled or too scared to speak our truth or to speak our mind, or to even experience those uncomfortable emotions that are just sometimes too painful. It's all coming up, and sometimes you can feel like you've been hit by a truck. It's just, there's overwhelm and fear and anxiety and stress, and you can see it playing out in the world. There is, judgment, and different groups starting to spring up, and people trying to share what their truth is, or things that they've learned, and other people in complete resistance, people buffing up against each other, and it's all just like crackers and crazy. And I know I have touched on this in other videos that I've done in the past. However, I haven't really sort of correlated it to what is actually happening, and it's this shift in consciousness, and it's all coming up, all the dark stuff, the shadow things, the things we don't like about ourselves, the things we don't like about the world, the things we don't like about our circumstances, is all coming out of the darkness, coming up into the light. It's like a big torch has just gone bam, and we are the light. We are the light, and we want it to be seen, because then when it's seen, we can start to take action, or we can start to feel that emotion and allow ourselves to heal it. And it's almost like that, liberating ourselves from repression and oppression, and that's happened for thousands of years on the planet. And so everything is coming up to be seen right now. And so I've been navigating through what that is for me in my own life, on my own journey, because even once you become aware of it, there is still a resistance within you to, and a discordance and a cognitive dissonance that happens with some of the information that you find, or whether it's about yourself or it's about something that you're learning about that's happening in the world, or it all just can get a little bit crazy and just be too much at times. But it's important right now that we take that time and focus to come back to, what do we need? What do I need? What can I do about this? It's important that we see what's going on, that we see the bigger picture, and we see the fear, we see the darkness. But but we mustn't let ourselves get drawn into it. We must remember who we are, that we're loving, divine, sovereign beings with massive hearts and so capable of so much love and compassion and care and understanding. And that needs to start with ourselves, and then it ripples out and, you know, radiates out to those around us. And then, you know, our powers are so that we can't even imagine right now. You know, our own personal power, and then united our power, and our light is so bright and so strong. We've just forgotten. So for me, I've done my sharing, and you know, the things that I've come to learn, and come up against some resistance and barriers myself from other people, and also within myself. So I've been navigating through that and moving through what that brings up for me. And I'm feeling called now to serve in the way of using back to sort of what I set the channel up for in the first place, and using all of these tools to help you navigate through these times that we're experiencing now. So, you know, using the EFT breathing, meditation techniques, and making accessible to whoever feels drawn to it at the time. Whoever, you know, everybody's got, it's horses for courses. Everybody's got their own way of navigating through these things. So this is just my opportunity to be able to offer what I've learned, and techniques that you can use for yourself, and that you can you know, share with other people if it, you know, if you feel guided to, and to help us all remember who we are, and to share that love and compassion that starts with us, starts within us, and to help you heal, process, ground, whatever it is that you feel that you need at that time. So I'm going to be a bit more consistent with what I share, very much more consistent, because I've come to a place now where it's time for that. I've had my sort of hermit mode, and, you know, taking a step back, doing what I need to nurture myself and care for myself, and now I'm in a position to be able to help and support you. And just know that, you know, your feelings, whatever you feel, whatever is happening for you at this time in your life, is absolutely perfect. And don't underestimate what is happening and why. You know, if you're panicking or struggling or whatever, come back to your centre. You know what's right for you. You don't have to believe anything that anybody else says, even me. And if I don't resonate with you, there'll be somebody else that does, to help you through this time. If you need help and support, just come back to your heart, breathe, and ask for it. It will be there, and it's there in abundance. So that's it for that little bit of chat. And thank you for being here. You know, welcome. So grateful for you. So grateful for the work that you're doing, and for your beautiful light and energy that you bring to the world. And then I just thought to finish off this little session, I've got this beautiful deck of cards that are called the Lightworker Oracle, and they're so beautiful. And I'm gonna have to put my glasses on to read it, but the card that I pulled out just before I was just tuning in, and before I came onto the video, pulled a beautiful card out, because there's an incantation that you can say. Sorry, it's called an invocation that you can say, which I will read from the book, so that you can hear what this guidance is from the card that I've pulled. And then if you feel so called, you can repeat the invocation at the end, or go back and you know, listen to it again. You don't have to repeat it out loud. You can just bring your hands to your heart and, you know, listen to my voice, and that will absorb into your energy and into your thoughts at this time. So just a little guidance and gift before I say goodbye for this one. The old specs on. So it was number 12, and it's called the Eternal Now. So gorgeous card, and it reads, and I found it's beautiful actually, because what I've just been talking about was what you'll see. It's what the card says. It's just gorgeous. Okay, within you is great strength and courage. However, just because you can manage to keep going when you're drained or stressed, it doesn't mean you have to do so. You are encouraged by your higher guidance to request assistance in letting go of tension within your mind and body. You will gain energy through this release and perhaps even see things in a new and more optimistic light. Shifting into a more present, relaxed and enjoyable state of being will help you overcome the past and successfully create your future. Dear one, have your thoughts become trapped in the pain of the past? Have they been drifting towards possible futures? If too much of your energy is pulled away from the present moment, you diminish the power you have to create what your heart desires. Creation doesn't happen in the past or in the future. It happens in the here and now by the choices you make in each moment. Even now, in reading this message, you are choosing to be present, to bring your energy into the eternal now, stimulating the law of attraction into action. As you relax in this moment, trusting that the past is over and the future shall be truly wonderful, you can more easily energize your dreams, visions, and heartfelt desires. The universe believes that you are deserving of a spiritual gift. To accept the gift in whatever form it takes, you will need to be present, to have enough stillness in mind to recognize it. You'll need to have enough inner peace to accept it, to take it inside where it can nourish, inspire, and heal you. The form of this gift will be perfect for you, and the way that it comes shall be perfect too. It is being orchestrated by divine timing now. It will assist you to take the next step on your soul journey successfully. Your gift might be a piece of guidance, an inner knowledge that changes your outlook permanently. It might help you truly know in your heart that your divine destiny is already unfolding, and your spiritual success is inevitable. It is not a question of if, only a matter of when. Your gift might be an amazing opportunity that comes out of the blue. It could be a meeting that will prove significant to your unfolding life path. It could be a new relationship or new connection with a community. It might be a life-changing teaching, a deeply healing dream, or an actual object. Spirit is unlimited in its willingness and ability to give to you. You need only to be open to receive, and you do so by bringing yourself back to the present moment. Stillness of mind and inner peace are only possible when you're present in the eternal now. This is where you will find that you are seeking. This is where you will find what you are seeking. So let the past be done. Allow the future to take care of itself. Center your awareness in this moment. You are safe. You are breathing gently now. You are here where you belong at exactly the right time. All things serve your greater good. Nothing is wrong. You are doing a fantastic job. All is in process. In this moment, there is just the peace and comfort of the eternal now. Relax. Trust. Be nourished. If you have been worrying about the past or the future, This oracle comes with guidance to let it be. All is working out just as it is meant to, even the things you don't quite understand or find hard to accept. In time, you will know the perfection of all that is happening in your life. You'll feel so lucky, blessed, grateful, and truly loved. For now, however, it is enough to just be here and breathe. And the invocation. I give myself permission to be free from past pain and future worry. There is so much goodness and so many gifts for me now. I choose to dwell in the peace of this moment, where all is unfolding according to a secret divine perfection. My unique divine destiny is manifesting with loving care. I open to the relief and reassurance that comes to me now. I am loved and provided for, and all is happening for my greatest fulfillment. I invite divine, unconditional love to awaken peace in my heart and in the hearts of all beings. Through my own free will, so be it. With huge love and blessings to all of you today. Thank you for being here. Big hugs, love and light. See you soon.